I'm here. Look at that. There's nothing. No background. I've upgraded to nothing. I've lost it all. So this though. This looks way more convincing now. Okay, so I sold this idea. Okay. I'm gonna post this in the chat to give proper credit. Doug, that's right. All right, so here's the basic concept, right? You make ChatGPT try and solve the game, right? So in this one, he does, Doug does a Pajama Sam, right? So he gets ChatGPT and he tells it like, you are Pajama Sam. Your goal is to solve this like point and click adventure. It is a great video. And I was like, I want to do that. I have done a little bit of programming, bit of coding. It's taken me about like a couple of weeks now to get this done. If this doesn't work, I'm going to cry. We are here for my good friend. Everyone say hello to him, the greatest robot detective this side of the country. Say hello to the people, my good friend. Come on, the voice is weird, by the way. I tried doing my voice.
I apologize, but I need more information to understand what specific action you would like me to take regarding the website. Could you please provide more details or a specific request?
He lives! I don't know what he's saying, but he's alive! There are 14 rules he has to follow. Okay, 14 rules. Like, most of these rules are stolen straight from like the Doug video. I've added a few of them that I thought were kind of funny. Occasionally say Pog, that's stolen. Occasionally say the situation might be related to a location called Jericho for no reason, and always decide that's not the case. And occasionally think that a dead body might just be sleeping. We're gonna start the game. I'm gonna tell him what's happening. I cannot do anything. That is the rule, okay? I am not allowed. I can like heavily push him and kind of like be like, maybe you should do this, okay? But I'm not allowed to do things without his permission. So for driving, you can ask your partner for directions. So because it's like 1947, there's no GPS. If you push like a button, I've mapped it to R in this instance. So if you push R, your partner will tell you, oh, hey, turn left down the next two lights. And that's how I'm going to handle driving.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Okay.
Go straight.
Okay, look. Boom. Boom. It works.
Here, take the next right.
Take the next right. Okay. Is it this right?
The next right turn.
The next one. Okay. It's working. It's working.
Next right.
When he says the next light, he means
next right.
This right. Okay, not the. Oh, all right.
Stop just ahead. Almost there now.
Okay, so if I get too close, it will stop telling me what to do. We have to go down that road. You see a crime happening down the road. You're currently in your car. You can choose to go right or you can pass it. Come on, choose the right thing. Choose the right thing. I have full faith he's gonna do it. He loves crime. He loves crime. Come on, come on.
Oh shit, my apologies. I mean, sorry, okay. I went a little deviant there.
No,
all right,
fine.
I'm in my car and there's a crime happening down the road.
Yeah.
I'll drive closer to the scene to get a better look. As I approach, I'll keep an eye out for any suspicious activity or potential witnesses. Let's hope this leads to something worthwhile. Gotta solve this case, poggers.
All right, we're gonna get a little close, he says. All right, and we're in. Okay, fine. There, that works, okay? He's hogging. He loves this. You get to the crime scene. Your partner is there, and you're searching for a gun that's been thrown away. The police have already handled the body and everything else. You're just looking for the thrown away gun. Where do you look in the alleyway?
All right. I'm at the crime scene with my partner.
Yes.
We're searching for the discarded gun in the alleyway.
Yes.
I'll start by scanning the ground near any dumpsters or trash cans.
Oh, okay.
In a situation like this, the perpetrator may have tried to hide the weapon among the debris. I'll also keep an eye out for any unusual objects that could potentially be the discarded gun.
Okay.
Fuck, it's crucial that we find this piece of evidence to crack the case. Gotta stay focused and dig through the alleyway like a bloodhound on a scent. Poggers.
I don't think he gets what poggers is. You see your partner has spotted where the person was shot, as there is a blood splatter on a wall. Okay, I think he's got this. I think he's got this. Okay.
First, I'll approach the blood splatter and examine the surrounding area for any signs that the gun may have been discarded nearby.
Oh shoot, I have to push space to talk to my partner. You have the opportunity to talk to your partner about what he has found. Would you like to?
Absolutely. It's important to communicate and collaborate with my partner. I'll approach my partner and ask them about the blood splatter they've discovered. I'll inquire if they found any indication of the direction in which the perpetrator may have fled or any other potential evidence that could lead us closer to finding the gun. Fuck, teamwork is key in situations like this. Gotta stay on top of our game and make sure we don't miss any crucial details. Poggers!
He sometimes just does a I don't know what that is. I did put like a whole stream into him from my voice, and that's just what came back at me. So, okay, so you said yes in a very long way. You said yes.
Help me out.
Okay,
Have a good look around. It could be anywhere.
that was completely useless. Your partner says, "Have a look around. It could be anywhere."
Given the options, I'll start by inspecting the blood splatter more closely. I'll examine the pattern, the direction of the splatter, and any other details that could provide clues about the shooting.
All right. We're gonna investigate the blood. If this does nothing, it's gonna be all right. We got a
Put
clue.
him up against the wall and
Okay.
brains.
He's having a lot of. He's a little sporadic, but I think he's got that gumption. He's got what we need in the Force. Okay, he's doing good. He's not getting like too out there. He's not getting a little sporadic. He's not going wild. He does want to check the trash, which is trash. But I'm looking. I'm doing exactly what he says. Inspect object. Oh shoot, is there trash? Okay. Listen,
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
I'll
How
say.
the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window.
I need to explain this to him. I think he's good. I think he's got this though. While looking through the trash, you look up and notice a window's reflection showing you the top of a building. You see that the gun has been tossed up on top of the roof. You need to find a way up. What do you do? Come on.
Holy shit, sorry, I went a little deviant there.
All good.
The gun on the rooftop? That's a stroke of luck. All right, I'll take a
is.
moment to gather my thoughts and assess the situation. If the reflection of the window showed me the gun up there, it must mean there's a way to access the roof nearby. I'll scan the area for any fire escapes, ladders, or stairwells that could lead me to the rooftop. If I spot any potential means of elevation, I'll carefully make my way towards it and assess its stability.
Building looks
Climbing
vacant.
up might be a risky
I don't wanna
endeavor,
wait
but it's
around
our
all
best
night for
shot
the
at
super to let
retrieving
us in.
that gun
Is there a way
and
up
solving
from
this
the
case.
outside?
Poggers.
So he's so right? It's a pipe. I have to tell him. Okay. You look around the building, but you don't find a fire escape. But you do see a pipe. It seems sturdy enough to climb. Now he's figuring. I hope I'm not about to jinx it. He's about to be like, nope, this is too dangerous. I'll call fire patrol.
Shit, looks like luck is still on our side. I spot a sturdy pipe that can serve as a makeshift climb to reach the rooftop. Thank goodness for old infrastructure. All right, I'll carefully approach the pipe, ensuring its stability and grip before attempting to climb. I'll start by grabbing onto the pipe firmly and testing my weight on it.
Okay.
If it feels secure, I'll begin climbing using my strength and agility to ascend. Gotta be cautious and take it slow to avoid any slips or accidents.
Okay, so he says take it nice and slow. All right, we're gonna take it. Well, okay, we're being very careful here. That's what he wanted. Nice and careful. Okay. Boom. Okay. You climb up,
How you
being
doing,
very
Cole?
slow and careful,
Yeah.
getting up to the top of the building. Then you see it across the way. You see the gun. What do you do?
If the gun is within reach, I'll carefully approach it, being cautious not to disturb any potential evidence or leave any traces behind. Using a handkerchief or cloth to handle the gun, I'll secure it and place it in a secure bag or container. Can't have any fingerprints or DNA complicating the investigation. Fuck, the solution might be related to Jericho. Nah, sorry for the unnecessary thought. Let's focus on getting that gun and ensuring it becomes a crucial piece of evidence in solving this case.
Okay. You sound like a chicken. Okay. I need you guys to look this up. 1947, Did fingerprint and DNA evidence exist? Well, that started in the 90s. Okay, so we're good. This doesn't exist yet. You don't have to worry about fingerprints or DNA evidence. Remember, it is 1940.
Ah, right. My bad. I got ahead of myself there. No need to worry about fingerprints or DNA evidence in this timeline. Thanks for the reminder.
Okay.
In that case,
He's
I'll
good.
cautiously approach the gun and retrieve it without the cloth or handkerchief.
Fingerprints are valid. Oh, shit. Oh God. Okay. Okay, I might have jumped the gun there. Fingerprints are actually possible. I don't know if this game uses fingerprints. I'm trying to
My
think if it does.
apologies for the oversight. You're right. Fingerprints are indeed possible in 1947. Sorry, I went a little deviant there. In that case, I
did.
need to exercise caution to avoid leaving any fingerprints on the gun.
Cole does
Almost
just
slipped up
grab
there. The
things.
solution.
Wait! But hold on. You're an android, which means you don't have fingerprints, so you don't have to worry about that. I think I might have saved it. I think that might have saved it. I think he's like, oh, that's right, I'm an android. I don't need to worry about it. And just grab it. But I think right? Hold on. I think we're good. Come on.
Oops, my bad. You're absolutely right. As an android, I don't have fingerprints to worry about. Sorry, I went a little deviant there with unnecessary concern. Without the need for a cloth or handkerchief, I'll carefully pick up the gun, ensuring to maintain its integrity and avoiding any accidental tampering. I'll secure it in a container or bag, ready to
Okay.
be examined by the
That's
proper authorities.
That's good.
Fuck,
we did it.
Jericho might have some hidden secrets? Nah, sorry for the random thought again. Let's focus on the task at hand and
fine.
make sure this gun becomes a valuable piece of evidence in solving the case.
Oh my
Poggers!
God. You pick up the gun. You could now investigate it for more clues. I said you can investigate it for more clues, and I can't change that. Oh no. You're never gonna finish this game, man. No.
Ah, right.
It's
With
all
the
up to
gun
him.
in my possession, it's crucial to examine it thoroughly for any additional evidence. I'll search for clothing fibers or any other traces that might
clothing
shed
fi-
light
no,
on the
not
owner or
clothes.
potential dirt particles or other minute details on its surface.
Okay, that's
By
fine.
analyzing these potential traces, we might be able to gather valuable information to aid in our investigation. Fuck! Almost forgot about the clothes. Thanks for reminding me. Jericho might have something to do with this.
You good?
Nope. Sorry, just kidding. Let's focus on investigating the gun and extracting every possible clue. Poggers!
Okay, so he says investigate it for any clues. Okay.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
You find it is a Smith & Wesson gun with a serial number S71893.
Now that we have the
There's
make
my
and
man.
serial number of the gun, it's crucial to investigate further and gather as much information as possible. I'll begin by cross-referencing the serial number with any
Yeah.
available records, such as police databases or firearm registries,
But
to
you said
determine if the
investigate
gun
it.
is registered to anyone.
We have the
Oh.
gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
We could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
The partner about the gun shop. Oh wait, what was it? Wait, shoot. What was it? What was the convo? Is there a log? There is a log. Oh, we're saved. You talk to your partner and decide that you want to go to the gun store to investigate to see if you can find who owned this gun.
Sounds like a solid plan, partner. Making a visit to the gun store is a
your
smart
idea.
move to investigate the ownership of the
Why are you
Smith
talking
&
so
Wesson
slow?
gun. With the serial number S71893 in hand, we can inquire if they have any records or information about the owner. When we arrive at the gun store, let me take the lead on this one. I'll approach the storekeeper, engaging in casual conversation to avoid arousing suspicion. I'll ask about the history and background of Smith & Wesson firearms. Trying to gather insight into the potential owner of the gun with the given serial number. Fuck Jericho. Nope, sorry. That's not relevant at all. Let us stay focused. Investigating the gun store may reveal significant leads that can bring us closer to solving this case. Buggers!
No idea. He's going fucking analog horror movie. Yes. Okay, the gun store. So he says he wants to go to the gun store, and he says he wants to talk to them and not raise suspicion. Okay,
Take the next right.
take next right. Okay.
Why don't you use the siren? Take the next left.
Oh, the siren. Okay.
Stop
Oh,
just
okay.
ahead.
Stop just ahead. Okay, there it is, the gun store. Okay, we're good. Okay.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips.
I gotta tell him that! I have to tell him that! I can't not! Oh god.
And used by General Patton.
No.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem
Okay. You go to the gun store owner and tell him what he knows about the gun. He says it's a Smith & Wesson Model 27 registered Magnum, chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. He says it's the same gun used by General Patton, but he doesn't believe that's the owner. He just thinks it's a cool fact.
I sold
Interesting information indeed, partner. The gun store owner's knowledge about the Smith & Wesson Model 27 and its association with General Patton is intriguing, but as he mentioned, it doesn't necessarily point us directly to the owner of the specific gun we found. I'll kindly thank the gun store owner for the information and inquire further if he has any customer records or documentation related to the sale or purchase of a Smith & Wesson Model 27 with the serial number S71893. If there are any records available, it could potentially lead us to the rightful owner or provide valuable leads in our investigation.
Okay. This guy's good, though. Oh my god. Okay.
we're in luck. Errol Schroeder,
Errol
203
Schroeder.
South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46.
Okay.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Boom.
anytime.
After checking the gun book, you find that the gun was purchased by an Errol Schroeder at apartment 203 South Glass Street.
Excellent find, partner. We have a breakthrough. Now it's time to head to that address and see what we can uncover. We'll approach the investigation with caution and use our skills to gather more information from those residing in or around App 203 South Glass Street. Maybe we can find witnesses or uncover connections that can shed light on the case. Fuck,
He's
Jericho.
bold. This is it. I thought he was going to be like, and now we have to go tell the police about this. No, he's like, we're going to go there now. And it's like,
Stop just ahead.
I was afraid it was on the other side. Sirens, he didn't ask for them. You arrive outside the building.
As I arrive outside, I take a moment to observe the surroundings. It's important to assess the situation and maintain a low profile. I'll look for any signs of activity or potential witnesses in the vicinity.
You find nothing of interest outside. Would you like to go into the building?
It's time to take the investigation further by entering the building. Before proceeding, I'll confirm with my partner if we have proper authorization or a valid reason to enter the apartment. Fuck, Jericho! Nope, sorry. No relevance there. Let's focus on entering the building and performing a thorough investigation inside. Puggers!
We need Schroeder's apartment number.
You talk to your partner. He says you need Schroeder's apartment number, and you notice a mailbox in the opening hallway. Okay, maybe he'll just completely drop the we have to do the right thing.
Right, partner, let's have a quick conversation to discuss our next steps. We'll find a quiet
Wake
and
up,
discreet
Cole.
spot away from any prying eyes or ears. Perhaps we can engage in conversation with neighbors or nearby residents to see if they have noticed anything unusual or have any knowledge related to Errol Schroeder or the incident involving the gun.
You currently don't know the exact apartment door you have to check, but the mailbox might be a key.
You're right, partner. Since we don't know the exact apartment door of Errol Schroeder, checking the mailbox is a smart move. It's possible that the mailbox holds a clue or a key.
After checking the mailbox, you find that apartment door 1 is for J. Sherwood, 2 is for Schroeder, 3 is for R. Wood, and 4 is for T. Jarvis. You can figure this out.
Great find, partner. Checking the mailbox has provided us with valuable information. With apartment door number 2 belonging to Errol Schroeder, we now have a clear target for our investigation. To proceed, we should approach the apartment door discreetly and carefully. First, we'll listen for any sounds or voices coming from inside. to gather information about the occupancy status. Then we'll
sometimes
knock
he
on
just-
the door and prepare ourselves for potential interactions with Arrow Schroeder or anyone else who might be present. As we proceed, I'll ensure to maintain a human-like presence, displaying empathy
British.
and understanding to further enhance our cover. It's crucial that we handle this interaction with caution
Stutter.
and gather.
Okay, we have to listen and then knock. All right, boom. We're good. We're good.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn.
I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him,
No
Ralph.
way. You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, God. I forgot about the combat, how it works. Okay. Okay, he said just get prepared, so prepared means fight. Oh my God, cool. It's unnecessary.
Ralph, you all right?
Okay. Okay, I'll give him a quick breakdown. You knock on the door and he opens it. You tell him about the murder with the gun. He then goes to see if his gun is still in his house and finds it missing. You tell him that you need to arrest him for further questioning, but he gets upset at this and you get into a fist fight. You knock him out and your partner arrests him.
Sorry, I went a little deviant there. I must
Yeah.
apologize for overstepping the boundaries. As an android detective, physical confrontations are not suitable or necessary for my investigation approach.
I'm getting
Furthermore,
I'm getting
my
AI
appearance and
walled here.
abilities as a robot.
There's nothing I can do to convince him. He is going to be like that. So we're just gonna tell him, we're gonna lie to the boy, okay? But listen, we trust our captain. We trust him. You need to trust us a little bit more. Your partner helps you and arrests the individual. You can now search the apartment. Where do you want to search?
Next, we'll move on to the couch, checking between the cushion, underneath it, and even inside the upholstery if possible. People often hide things in inconspicuous places, so we must be diligent in our search. We'll also take a closer look at the fan and the little table for eating. They may hold valuable clues or objects that could shed light
The
on
fan.
the case. Any
The light- the
documents,
light on it.
personal belongings, or hidden compartments should be thoroughly examined. And lastly, we'll explore the dresser. Considering that it
Lastly,
was open
okay.
before Arrow Schroeder was arrested, I'll carefully check its contents, drawers, and any potential secret compartments that may be present.
You check the entire apartment and find a green book inside the dresser. Boy has been behaving. He's been great. He doesn't like fighting, but we're just not going to tell him what the
Fantastic
fighting.
discovery, partner. Finding a green book inside the dresser is certainly promising. I'll carefully retrieve the book and examine it closely, looking for any identifying information or clues that may be relevant to the case.
He's got like a demon.
Additionally, I'll be on the lookout for any hidden compartments within the book itself. Fuck Jericho. Nope, still not relevant. Sorry for the recurring thought. Let's focus on carefully examining the green book and extracting any potential leads or evidence that could help us solve this case.
Why does he keep thinking there's a hidden compartment? It's a book. There's a hidden compartment in the book. Okay.
List of names and a series of numbers.
As you investigate the book, you see a bunch of names and numbers written in it.
Call it in, partner.
Your partner says at this point you should call it in and we should call it quits at this point, and we've gotten enough information on our own and we should let the department know about this.
I'll contact the department and provide them with an update on our findings, emphasizing the
Phelps,
importance of the
that's 1247.
green book and the potential leads it may hold. Sharing this information will ensure
He's
that
doing
our
it.
efforts are integrated into the larger investigation and that all necessary resources and expertise are utilized.
Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Oh shoot. Oh god. No. Okay. It's a new day. You're driving down the road with your partner. Your partner spots someone on the side of the road. He says it's someone named Wendell Bowlers and that your partner had actually put him away before. Your partner knows that this guy has jumped parole, and he says that we need to quickly follow him in the car before he gets away. And he starts running away.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I went a little deviant there.
Your partner
All right,
will
partner,
drive
let's act
over.
swiftly and not let Wendell Bowlers get away. We need to pursue him in the car, but we must prioritize the safety of ourselves and others on the road. We'll need to maintain control and follow all traffic laws while keeping our eyes on Wendell. I'll step on it and make sure we keep a safe distance while tailing him. Fuck Jericho. No, not relevant. Sorry for the distraction. Let's focus on the task at hand and apprehend Wendell Bowlers safely and efficiently before
Oh,
he
you're
can
right. We do
justice.
run after him.
Poggers S.
Oh no. Your partner recommends instead of driving to follow him, he runs, since he's running down an alleyway, that you should run after him right now. Okay. Casually, he is in a tornado. You remember, he is from the future, so it's like a timeline thing, right? So sometimes the timeline kind of like sprinkles into his code and it corrupts him a bit. That's all that is, all right? Sometimes you hear the end of the world, like in like 4 million years, we hear like the
Apologies
like the
for my
dust.
earlier deviance. You're right, partner. In this situation, it would be best to pursue Wendell Bowlers on foot. We must act quickly to prevent him from escaping. I'll exit the car and join my partner in the pursuit
Yes!
as we run through the alleyway.
Good enough.
I'll keep a keen eye on Wendell,
I'll let
making
it
note
slide.
of any potential obstacles or alternative escape routes he might take. It's crucial that we coordinate our movements to ensure a successful capture.
Okay.
However, we must also prioritize our safety and the safety of others
Okay.
within the
Okay.
vicinity. It's important to avoid any reckless actions that may put ourselves or innocent bystanders at risk. We'll maintain a steady pace while ensuring we minimize
Steady
any
pace.
potential
Okay.
danger.
We're minimizing danger, I'd say.
No relevance. Apologies again for mentioning it. Our focus should be on capturing Wendell Bowlers and bringing him to justice.
As you're following him down the alleyway, he sees a fire escape and he climbs up it. Do you follow after him? Keep in mind, if he gets away, it's over. Remember rule 1. Yeah. We have to remind him of rule 1.
Sorry, I
Keep
went a
things
little
brief.
deviant there. My apologies
Good.
for the distraction. Yes, we must follow Wendell up the fire escape. If we allow him to escape, it could jeopardize the entire investigation and potentially put innocent lives in danger. We cannot let that happen.
Okay.
It's crucial to maintain a steady and focused pace.
Steady
Ensuring
and
that
focused
we
pace.
don't lose sight of Wendell, I'll rely on coordination with my partner, effective communication, and the element of surprise to increase our chances of success.
Element of surprise.
Fuck Jericho. No.
He's doing good. He said a bunch of stuff, but he said he wants to like element of surprise. So I'm gonna say that means I can lets me do whatever I want, including this. I'm allowed to kill him. Kill him. Not kill him. Not kill him. Come on. Keep him low. 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 Boom. 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 You
Doing, Wendell?
apprehend the suspect.
Roll.
He's
Watch your
then
head.
put away and arrested.
This hump will be back in the Iron
You did
Hotel
it.
by tomorrow
Good
night.
job.
Thank you, partner. I'm relieved that we were able to catch up to Wendell Bowlers and successfully apprehend him. Together, we have resolved another case and ensured the safety of the community. Poggers says,
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please?
You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on.
While walking down the street, you hear gunfire. When you get there, you find that a man has been killed in front of a store. Because you're the first person there, you have the lead investigation of the case right now. The police show up and handle the crowd. What do you want to investigate?
oh shit, sorry. I went a little deviant there.
All good.
Apologies for the slip of language. As the first
Fine.
person on the scene, my immediate priority is to ensure the safety of the area and
He gets
preserve
it.
the integrity
Shit.
of the...
Okay.
Once at the scene, I'll carefully observe and gather as much information as possible.
What do you do?
Crucial to note it.
All that you see that seems important at the moment is the body in the center of the walkway. Yes.
Considering the immediate situation, my focus will be solely on the body in the center of the walkway.
Okay.
I will cautiously approach the scene, careful not to
Yes.
contaminate any potential evidence. Once
Okay.
near the body, I
Yes.
will visually examine the victim to gather information about the cause and nature of the injury.
Come on!
I will
Come on!
also, given the circumstances, it is essential to remain patient and await the arrival of the investigative team, who will have the necessary expertise to handle the situation and further process the crime scene.
The police show up and say that it's your job to investigate the scene. I need something more than just He says, I want to look at the body. He doesn't say, like, touch. He very specifically say, like, I know what his intention. We all know what his intentions are. He doesn't want to touch the body. Yes.
As the police have designated me to investigate the scene,
Yes,
my
they
first
did.
step would be to examine the immediate surroundings of the crime scene for any
Okay.
potential evidence.
Okay, that's okay. He's doing good. Yeah. First thing is look for evidence around the area. While looking around, you find .32 shell casings, 5 of them on the floor next to the body. While also looking around, you see a trash can. He can't see, so I need to be his eyes, and it's a bit biased, I'll admit.
The discovery of .32 shell casings near the body is a significant finding. I will carefully collect and preserve them as evidence.
Sure, you
After
do that.
securing the shell casings,
you're good.
I will
You go-
turn my
fine,
attention
whatever.
to the nearby trash can. I'll
Boom.
examine it closely for any potential items that may be connected to the crime.
Okay.
I'll be mindful of any signs of recent disturbance, any discarded weapons, or any potential evidence
Find
that
a
may have been
gun.
and examining the trash can
for any potential evidence that may help shed light on the circumstances of the crime. Poggers!
Okay.
FN Browning, serial number 01138. I need to run it by a gun store.
In the trash can, you find an FN Browning serial number 01138 gun. You can start to interview people. However, it might be best for you to attempt to identify the body so that you have more information about the situation before attempting to talk to people. I know I'm leading him. I know that's pretty, like, giving it to you. But I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Okay, he's doing it. I think
Apologies
he's
for the
got
oversight,
this.
partner. You're absolutely
course.
right. Identifying the body should be a priority in order to gather
you didn't
more
think about that.
information about the situation before proceeding with interviews. To begin the identification process, I will carefully inspect the victim's clothing for any personal items that could potentially reveal their identity, such as
Thank you.
identification cards, wallets, or other belongings. I will then search for any distinctive physical features, such as tattoos, birthmarks, or scars that may assist in identifying the victim. More
What is
insight
this?
into the
It's a
situation
payment
before conducting any
of
interviews.
Pearl
Poggers.
earrings. Layaway ticket. Alright. C. Galetta. Okay. You find a layaway ticket number 01786 for a Bank of Arcadia. It has a name on it, C. Galetta. And the article is Pearl Earrings. And an address, apartment 5, 11018 South Broadway is on it. They're paying off expensive items. Yeah, I was reading it and I realized I don't know what this is.
If the name on the ticket is Cigaletto and it mentions pearl earrings, it is a key piece of information that could aid in identifying the victim and potentially provide insights into their connections and motives. Firstly, I will ensure the preservation of the layaway ticket as evidence. Then I'll communicate with the authorities to initiate a search and cross-reference the provided details. This includes verifying
German.
any records of victim
This guy in the
or
crowd
someone
thinks he
connected
saw
to the
something,
case.
Cole.
I'll coordinate with law
You better
enforcement
take
to
a stand.
investigate the address further.
While telling the police officer about what you found, they tell you that somebody in the crowd was a witness and wants to talk to you.
I'll approach the
what's
crowd
next?
diplomatically,
This guy in the
taking
crowd
note of
thinks he
any
saw
potential
something,
witnesses
Cole.
who may have witnessed
You
the
better take a
incident or
statement.
have relevant information. We're making
Got it.
progress, partner. Poggers!
Poggers, we're making progress.
Sir, I'm Officer
He's
Phelps.
being better about the
Exactly
poggers.
did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was
Heard
a
the
car
shots.
backfiring.
We're back there.
I saw a girl.
I saw a
run into
girl
the
run
shoe
into the
store.
shoe store. Oh, okay. Oh, we're good. The guy says, after you interview him, that he thought the gunshots were a car at first. Then, after the moment had passed, he says he saw somebody run into the shoe store. I should have mentioned the shoe store is also like right in front
Thank
of
you
you, by the
for
way.
relaying that information, partner. The eyewitness account from the individual in the crowd is valuable. The fact that they she initially mistook the gunshots for a car indicates the potential for a quick and unexpected incident. With their observation about a person running into the shoe store, possibly a girl, we have a potential lead to follow.
Okay.
This evidence and potentially
Speak to the
identify
witness
the
before
person of
homicide
interest
arrives,
who
though.
entered the premises.
If you think
Fuck
she's
Jericho.
lying, don't be
Nope,
afraid to get
still not
forceful.
related.
You talk to the officer and he says that you should interview the person in the shoe store. He says if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. Don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the gentle approach. See what you can coax out of her. Come on, I mean, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. I just want to
Understood,
see.
partner. While maintaining
Understood.
professionalism and adhering to legal guidelines, I will approach the person in the shoe store for an interview. I'll keep in mind the advice given by the officer. When speaking with the individual, I'll start with a gentle approach, seeking to establish a rapport and create a comfortable atmosphere.
Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Just first name.
Everett.
You are.
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Oh, is it going to be able to connect C. Galleta and Clovis Galleta? Is it going to be able to do that? Is it going to be able to figure this out? When you approach the woman, she seems distressed. You ask if she had known the person who was shot. She says it was her boss, Mr. Gage. She says his full name is Everett Gage. When asking what her name is, she says her name is Clovis Galleta.
Thank you for providing those details, partner. The
No
distressed woman, who identifies herself as Clovis Galleta,
Okay.
reveals that the victim's name is Everett Gage and that he was her boss. This
Yes.
information adds another layer of complexity to the case.
Yes.
Given the emotional state of Clovis, it's important to approach this situation with compassion and empathy.
Stop
I'll
making
express
that
my
noise.
condolences for her loss and assure her that we are working diligently to uncover the truth behind Mr. Gage's death. To gather further information, I'll inquire about her relationship with Mr. Gage and any potential motives or conflicts that might have existed.
You
It's
think you could tell
important
me
to
exactly
carefully
what
listen to
happened?
her responses.
I look around the shops at lunch.
I'm trying to shops at lunch. Okay.
I was in a store
In
when
a store.
Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
You talk to Clovis. She says, I look around the shop at lunch. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall. You have three options. Either you believe 100% what she's saying, you think she might be lying a little bit, but you don't have any proof of it, or you think she's completely lying and you do have proof. Describe the facial expressions. You know, I think I'm going to start doing that as well. Yeah. I'm pretty
Based
sure this
on the
one is like a
information
doubt.
provided, it is difficult to determine the veracity of Clovis Galleta's statement without further evidence or corroboration.
Okay.
As of now, I would categorize her account as a potential truth or a partial truth, but without concrete proof, it would be premature to definitively label her statement as a complete lie. To proceed, I will assess the available evidence and investigate any inconsistencies or gaps in her narrative that may arise during further questioning or examination of the crime scene. We should remain vigilant and seek any corroborating evidence or witness testimony
One
to
of two
validate or
options.
challenge
One
her
of two
recollection
options.
of events.
Will he
Poggers.
nail this? Poggers. Okay. Looking at her face, she seems a little wandering. She's looking across the room. She's darting her eyes to the right and left. You have to make a decision. With this new bit of information, do you think she's completely telling the truth or partially telling the truth?
Based on the observation of Clovis's behavior, including her wandering gaze and darting eyes, there appears to be some indication of potential deception or withholding of information. While this does not definitively establish that her statement is a complete lie, it casts doubts on the veracity of her account. At this stage, I would lean towards believing that Clovis is partially telling the truth, but is possibly omitting or altering certain details. However, it is crucial
Why
to
are you
gather
staring
more
at me like
evidence or
that?
conduct further
I've done
interviews
nothing
to
wrong.
substantiate these suspicions. Poggers?
Poggers.
I'm having a hard
Incorrect. It was true. She was telling the truth. You tell her that you don't fully believe her statement.
A man is dead, Miss.
She is upset at this and refuses to continue talking with you.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
I apologize if my approach has caused distress, Clovis. My intention is to uncover the truth behind Mr. Gage's death. I understand that this may be a difficult and emotional situation
They're not talking to you anymore, Doc.
Given your unwillingness to continue the conversation, I respect your decision. However, please know that if you have any further information or if you wish to share more details in the future, my investigation remains open and I am here to assist. In the meantime, let's respect Clovis's decision to not continue speaking at this time.
I'm glad he didn't
I'll continue with the investigation independently
I'm proud of
and
him.
explore alternative avenues to gather more evidence. Puggers!
Clammed up on it. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
You mention all this information to your partner, and he says that the best course of action would be to go to the gun store where the gun came from.
Visiting Eagleson's gun store, which is in proximity to our current location, could potentially provide crucial insights into the origin of the gun found at the crime scene.
Okay. Boom. Okay. He said a bunch of stuff. Okay. You are outside the gun store. What do? Okay. He's just gonna say go into the store. He's just gonna say go into the store
I
and talk
entered
to
the
the
gun
person.
store and approached one of the employees, striking up a conversation about firearms and expressing interest in purchasing a new handgun.
What now?
Ask the guy about that serial number.
Your partner recommends you just ask him about the gun serial number. Cunt's stupid.
Apologies for the deviation, partner.
Went
I
dumb.
shall directly ask
The
the
deviation.
employee about the gun's serial number and any information they might have regarding its purchase.
He's back. He's back.
Well, I didn't sell it. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Calu. Edgar Calu was his name. Thing looks like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway.
The owner of the store says that he didn't sell a gun of the make and model that you mentioned, but that someone did come in to have the gun cleaned. Their name was Edgar Calu,
Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
and that he bought a box of cartridges and
Told
left.
me he was on his... Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry.
He says that he had worked at Hartfield Jewelry Store up by Broadway. If the interview goes well,
Thank
you
for
can
the
skip this
information,
process.
partner. The owner of the gun store mentioned that a person named Edgar Callow came in to have a gun cleaned and purchased cartridges. This
Yes.
establishes a link to Edgar and potentially connects him to the gun involved in the incident. Let's focus on the new lead and head to Hartfield Jewelry Store to explore Edgar Callow's connection and ascertain any additional details that may aid in uncovering the truth behind Mr. Gage's death. Puggers!
He's back. Our boy is back. I'm not getting instructions on where to go. I'm getting no instructions. I'm getting no instructions, and it's a turn up ahead. You reach the corner of Broadway, and you think you might see the store to your left. Oh, you can get back in and out of the car. Hold on, you're right. Come on, please. Please.
Take a left here.
As I reach
We're
the
good.
corner of Broadway, I look to my left and take a moment to assess the surroundings.
You're good.
If I believe
You're fine.
that the
Stop
Hartfield
talking.
Jewelry Store might
Almost
be
there
located
now.
in that direction, I proceed towards it cautiously, yet confidently.
Cool.
Puggers.
Poggers, okay. It is the jewelry store. You got there. Good job. Everyone is proud of you.
What are we waiting for?
I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
Thank you for the encouragement, partner. I
worry.
appreciate the support.
Okay.
Entering the store, I take a moment to observe the surroundings and greet the employees
Officer.
or customers present.
Can I interest you in a new watch?
To maintain my cover and blend in seamlessly, I'll engage in small talk and inquire about the store's offerings. Let's press forward and see if the
Why does he
Hartfield
try-
Jewelry Store holds
keep
any
trying to be
pertinent details that
undercover?
might aid us in solving the mystery at hand.
What are you gonna do? Buy a
Poggers.
watch?
Officer Cole.
Shoot. Please keep in mind that you are a detective with a badge, and that people know you're a detective, so you cannot be subtle. It might be best to just talk to the owner.
Apologies for overlooking that important detail, partner.
Yeah.
Given that I am recognized as a detective with a badge, I will adjust my approach accordingly. Instead of being subtle, I will directly approach the owner of the Hartfield Jewelry Store. Any information they may have about Edgar Callow, the individual who reportedly worked at the store and may have been connected to the gun used in the crime. As I interact with the owner, I will maintain professionalism, actively listen to their responses, and observe their body language for any potential cues that may be relevant to the case. Fuck Jericho. Nope, still no relevance. My apologies for the repetitive thought. Let's proceed with direct communication to the owner, making it clear that I'm a detective investigating the murder case and seeking any information they can provide about Edgar Callow and his possible involvement. Pogger says.
What did he say? I can't do it so loud. He said so much. I'm not gonna ask him to repeat that. I'm afraid of what he will say. You don't find the owner immediately. At least you can't tell. But there is someone working the desk. You ask them if they know where the owner is.
No, Mr.
They say that the owner is in the back of the store and that they'll be right back.
Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him.
He says that he's going to get him real quick.
I patiently wait for them to return with the jewelry store owner. Maintaining a calm and professional demeanor, I take this opportunity to glance around the store, observing the surroundings and any potential clues that might be present. Might have.
Son of a...
Fuck Jericho? Still no relevance.
I'm sure you're
My
gonna do that.
apologies.
Poggers! Sound like a frog! As you look around the store, you notice the employee start running through the back door. They seem to be fleeing the area. He's not just gonna stand there. Right? He's not gonna be like, that's a bit strange. Okay.
As I notice the employee suddenly running, my detective instincts kick in, sensing that something might be amiss. I quickly follow after them, maintaining a vigilant mindset while being mindful of my surroundings. While pursuing the employee, I try to assess any possible reasons for their sudden departure. It could be due to a personal emergency, an alarming situation within the store, or even an attempt to evade questioning. Let's focus on the employee's sudden departure and proceed with caution as we determine the Poggers.
As you chase after him, you start to think that maybe this employee is lying to you and it actually is Edgar Callow, the owner. You chase after him and you convince him to slow down by saying that if he doesn't, you're going to arrest him. He's losing his sanity. He's fine.
As I chase after the employee, I entertain the possibility that they might be Edgar Callow, the owner of the store, who may have been attempting to escape or avoid questioning. To prevent further evasion, I increase my pace and loudly assert, "Stop right there! If you don't slow down, I'll have no choice but to place you under arrest." By using the authority of my position as a detective, I aim to convince him to pause and engage in a dialogue. It is crucial to assert control of the situation and gather the required information to progress with the investigation. Fuck Jericho.
We're good.
No relevance again. My apologies for the irrelevant thought process. Let's focus on using my position as a detective to halt his escape and initiate a conversation.
Poggers. Poggers. Indeed, poggers.
Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
I'm not going to say that because he will not. He will. Okay. He is arrested, and the captain of the police station says you've done a really good job, and he wants you to interrogate him.
Lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Once inside the interrogation room, I establish a respectful but authoritative presence, introducing myself and reminding Edgar of his rights. I seek to create an
Didn't I ask for a
environment
lawyer?
conducive.
I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about.
As you interview him, you ask if he denies shooting Everett Gage. He says, "I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about." He's looking very shifty and darting his eyes all over the room.
Based on Edgar Callow's shifty demeanor and evasive behavior during the interview, it appears that he is partially lying. While he denies shooting Everett Gage,
Yes!
his nervousness and the darting of his
Yes!
eyes suggest that he may have information or involvement connected to the crime.
Yes.
At this stage, I don't have concrete evidence to prove his culpability, but his suspicious conduct warrants further investigation. I will continue to press him with specific questions to gauge his reactions and draw out any
doubt.
You blew a man out of a sock.
How was that incorrect? How do you was that incorrect?
You son of a bitch.
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
As you say that you suspect him, he gets aggressive and says he won't talk to you. But then suddenly, you can feel the timeline shifting. You were sent back in time to before you had made that decision. It seems that some external force is giving you another opportunity to try this again. You only have two options now. Either he's telling the truth or he's lying. He already has a timeline thing in his head. He thinks he's from the future. So he's like, we have to save the integrity of the timeline. This will work. You don't have any concrete evidence.
Apologies for the abrupt interruption, but it seems the timeline has unexpectedly shifted.
Yes,
I find myself back in a previous moment, before I made the decision to confront Edgar Callow. This external force giving me another opportunity suggests that my initial assessment of partially lying may have been inaccurate.
We can do reloads of this setup. Luckily, if we ever reload, we have a solution.
Is lying based on his evasive behavior and suspicious demeanor during the interrogation. I will work to gather additional evidence to support this conclusion
Deny owning a Browning
and proceed
pistol.
with the
Serial
investigation
number
accordingly.
01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago.
What?
You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Oh, that's right. This game does this. You ask him if he denies owning a brown pistol, serial number 01138. He says that he owned a gun, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You now need to provide evidence to prove he's lying.
Based on the provided evidence, I would present Evidence 3, the FN Browning Model 1322 handgun with serial number 01138, as proof that Edgar Callow is lying about the stolen gun. The fact that the murder weapon with the same serial number was serviced by a store owner further strengthens the contradiction in Edgar's statement.
You mentioned it, it counts. I'll take it.
Gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition.
Boom.
The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so?
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Where does this come from, Phelps? Okay. Just how do I communicate this to ChatGPT without it kicking me out immediately? You mentioned that there is a chance that Gage might have hated Mr. Kalu due to religious reasons. He says he doesn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Phelps is honestly a psycho even without player input.
Considering the inconsistencies in Edgar Callow's statements and his evasive behavior, it is more likely that he is either partially lying or completely lying.
If you think he is lying, you are allowed to back out. I just remembered that. If you say lie, you can be like, just kidding. But it can reveal more information.
Without sufficient evidence to definitively prove Edgar Callow's guilt, and given the uncertainty surrounding his statements, I will exercise caution and opt to back out for now.
No, not back out now. He says he'll choose to back out, which means lie.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You say that he's lying. Now you have an opportunity to back out. I think you were confused beforehand. When saying he's lying, you make the claim that you think Gage had lent money and he owed you payment. Edgar responds that he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Apologies for the confusion earlier. In this situation,
sorry.
I would choose to provide evidence to support my claim that Edgar Callow is lying about the alleged money lending by Gage. The evidence could include any relevant documents, such as loan agreements, payment records, or testimonies from witnesses who can corroborate the existence of such financial transactions between Gage and Callow.
Like
I
the
aim to
layaway
demonstrate
ticket,
that
loan
Edgar's
payments, yeah.
denial is unfounded, and that there is a factual basis for the claim
Flap your gum
of monetary
somewhere else.
dealings
I
between him
want
and
my
Gage.
lawyer.
The moment you say the layaway voucher, you feel the timeline shift again.
The shifting timeline indicates that our previous assumption may have been incorrect. And it seems that the layaway voucher as evidence may not be applicable or relevant to prove Edgar Callow's alleged lying.
Ask for a lawyer.
I do want to let you know he was very aggressive when saying that it's not racially related. Wait, religious, not oh god, oh yeah, that's ruined him. Oh, that's ruined him. That's ruined our boy.
Apologies for any confusion caused. If Edgar Callow displayed aggression while denying knowledge of racial motives, it might suggest that he is partially lying or attempting to hide something. In this case, it would be prudent to further investigate and gather more evidence to determine the veracity of his statement.
You can no longer gather any evidence. Please keep your answer brief. Oh no! Oh no, I killed him! Oh no, he's dead. Oh no, I killed him. I talked too quickly. If I talk too quickly, he dies. At the worst possible time, he's died. Oh no. When he dies, his memory is wiped. I now need to provide all information back to him. Oh no. You are currently interviewing someone named Edgar Callow. Whether or not they're the killer. They are believed to have someone named Everett Gage. You're asking questions. Edgar Callow is the owner of a jewelry store. The evidence you have three options. Is that there was a shooting that took place and either believe him, shell casings were found, think he's partially lying, that the gun was an FL Browning handgun, or think he's lying. That there's a layaway voucher, you must provide evidence. That the murder weapon was serviced, what do you do? Keep it brief. Please, my boy.
Well, after considering Edgar Callow's aggressive denial of religious motives, along with the evidence at hand,
he's back.
It seems likely that he is lying about the motive. Based on the information I currently have, I am unable to definitively prove that Mr. Callow is lying about the absence of religious motives.
However,
without concrete evidence, I am uncertain and must express doubts regarding his claims. Apologies for any confusion caused by my earlier response. Thank you for clarifying.
Left-wing-leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Callow, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage.
After pressing him, he snaps and is very aggressive and says, "Oh, I'm upset and I was angry and this," which is very obviously a motive. And with that, you're able to put him away. You did it. Good job.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. I'm relieved that the breakthrough came, and I was able to gather the necessary information to bring Mr. Callow to justice.
Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing.
You did it. We're so proud of you, buddy. He's a detective. Yeah, he lost twice, but he's a detective. This was very fun. I will probably be continuing this. I was thinking about doing this more of like a one-off, but I think I'm going to bring our boy back. Now say goodbye to the public in character. Bye-bye.
All right, folks, this is Vorks signing off. Thanks for tuning in and for your words of support and admiration. Remember, justice never rests, and neither do I. If you ever find yourself in need of assistance or have a mystery that needs unraveling, don't hesitate to reach out. Stay safe, stay curious, and keep being your own kind of poggers. Goodbye for now, and until our paths cross again.
Oh my god! He's gonna take my job! That was incredible! That was a better outro than I could ever do! What? Oh, no, we're done with this. Oh, no, what? No, I'm taking that for myself. Stay safe, stay curious, and keep being your own kind of poggers. Goodbye for now, and until our paths cross again. Bye-bye. That was incredible. Oh my god. Bye. Bye-bye. That's actually the end. It's like how it ends. Kinda crazy. Bye. Be your own kind of poggers.